Wadau, be very careful, very, very careful. Kumeingia new conman in town.
You see, that's the truth. There are new conmen or scammers in town, in villages, in the cities, everywhere. Because you see, people believe that when you meet the person and they're calling themselves men of God, and now they're telling you the truth about yourself, they tell you your name, your mother's or your parents' name, your siblings' name, they tell you where you are coming from. And so you are deceived to believe that these are people who are serving the true God. Now, I want to tell you this. The devil has been on this earth for very many years, even before your ancestors. And he knows very many things about you. And you know what they're using? They're using familiar spirits. They're using some charms on you. We've had these stories from these people. Some of them, when they converted, they tell us these things, that they will look at you if they're fake pastors and they'll tell you everything about yourself. Some of them, they have oil. If they're pastors, they have oil. When they do like this, you fall down. When you do like this, you fall the way they want. Some of them are into astral projection. And so, if you don't have God on your side, you can easily be scammed. You had this man talking about how the auntie was scammed. Why? Because these people were scamming the auntie. They told her about herself. They told her about her son who died, about her life, and she was trapped into believing that these people must be ministers of God. Let me tell you this. Even some of you are following fake pastors. Some of you are following diabolic people. Just because they told you the truth about yourself. Now, if a pastor will tell you that, oh, you are coming from Nairobi, you are living in Karen, this and this is your father's name, your door is number what and what, and from that place you're still having the same problems, you are still having the headache you came with, you are still having all these things. You must think. Now, some of them, they have powers even to heal. The Bible says they'll come in my name and they'll deceive many, even the elects. Why? Because even the devil has miracles. I want you to remember, those of you who are Christians, I want to take you back to the days of Moses. Moses was going to confront Pharaoh. Now, Pharaoh had to call his witches, sorcerers, diviners. So when Moses dropped down his staff and it turned into a snake, those people, the diviners, the sorcerers, the witches, they dropped theirs and they were also snakes. It was true, they were real snakes. They were real snakes. they are not fake snakes, they are real snakes. And these things have been there, they're in the Bible. So if you're a person out here, don't fall for that. Don't fall for fake prophets. Don't fall for fake people we just met. I remember when I was in college, I was saved by the mercy of God by that time. There's this time I had joined college, and so I had gone to pay school fees, and I was remaining some money, some cash on me. And so I studied in the city. So now I've been in several colleges doing different things. So in this particular time, this was my first college immediately after high school. Now between Bomblast, if you're in Nairobi, between Bomblast and Ambassador, there is a place there near Nairobi Cinema. Okay, was it Kenya Cinema or Nairobi Cinema? I met there with a very handsome man, and he was telling me that he's looking for American embassy. He has come from Renard Bonge's ministries, and they have a crusade in Uhuru Park. And you see, I'm a person who is well versed with my current news, current information. They're here. You cannot lie to me. So I asked the person, you are saying that you've come with the Renard Bonges. Renard Bonge was still alive by those days. Ministries are looking for American embassy. How comes I've not heard of that? I've not heard there's any crusade at the Uhuru Park. How comes? And then even before he answered me, he started telling me that, you see, where you are staying, there's this person who gave salt, and the person bewitched you. No, I told him no. I stay in an estate and we don't even borrow each other. By that time, I was staying in a particular estate with one of my relatives. I told him that I'm staying with a relative, and in this particular estate, we don't borrow. Don't do borrowing from people. We don't borrow sugar. We borrow nothing. And after that, he told me that, oh, you see, your neighbor at this particular. I told him that our neighbors, we know them by gates. They don't. We don't face each other by door. It was get number so and so, get number so and so. And then he continued saying that these times were in the house, and then you hear someone is knocking the door, and when you go and open the door, there's no one. And no, he was saying that the demons. I told the person, no. Sometimes you can be in the house and there's a lot of wind, and you can feel like someone is knocking the door, and it is just wind. So this person knew that I was above him when it comes to intellectual capacity. And before I knew it, there's another man who joined us, and this man now was saying that, you see, hey, hi, man of God. And then he started now prophesying to this other person. You see, you are a truck driver. This day you are driving and you got an accident. And then even before he finishes, this other man is already agreeing with him. He's already agreeing with him. And then he said that he has a ring you want to give us. I told him, no, me, I'm just from high school, and we used to be taught by those our CU patron and other experiences in high school about these rings. I don't. It is not well. It's not going well with me, because I know all those things. When it comes to rings and such a things, they are demonic things. And so I came back to my senses, and I was very much frightened. I started moving faster to go and take the vehicle back to my place where I was staying. And I didn't even go where I was staying. I went to my cousin's. I was afraid because I during the day there was no one at home. Everyone had gone to work. So I was afraid even to go at home. I went to my cousin's place, nearby place. And I told them the story. And they told me, my friends, you've just escaped from con and scammers of the city. And you see, I was not well conversed with the city by that time. I was a very naive girl. Very, very naive. You see? So don't fall for these people who come to you and they're telling you the truth about yourself, about your family, about what you've done, what you ate yesterday. Read at the Bible. Everyone who had encountered Jesus Christ, their lives changed for good. How is it that you are always receiving those things, you're always receiving that water, always receiving those handkerchiefs, you're always receiving all these things, but you are not changing. Your character is not even changing. Your neighbors know you as a wicked neighbor. Your workmates know you as wicked workmates. You are the one who causes problem everywhere, and you are still in the same church. You are never changing. Then there's something wrong with you, or there's something wrong with where you are going for church, or those people. Don't fall for these people. Personally, when I was staying in the city, I was shown a woman who was into these things. And this woman, to this will make you will surprise you. This woman I was shown, she also goes to church somewhere, but during the day, during the weekdays, that's the work she does. She calls people in the city. You see, she goes in the city conning people, telling people that they work in three pairs. They're women of God, and they tell people about their lives, and whatever they're telling these people is the truth. If they tell you are jobless, the truth is you are jobless. If they tell you that you are having a sick person in the hospital, that is the truth. But the spirit behind it is not the spirit of God. My friends, my people, be warned. The devil has upgraded. That's why very many people, our African people like to be told about what happened. Why is it that someone comes and tells you about your grandfather who died, your father who died, your sisters, your brothers? They are telling you the knowledge you know.